Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm going to show you how to do an isolation streak today. So the purpose of the isolation streak is to take a single colony from a plate and then isolate just one bacteria colony of interest. The goal is to dilute the bacteria into single colonies. So you're going to start with a high concentration of bacteria and then work your way down to just one colony. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to label your plate and divide it into 3 sections. So you'll have 1, 2, and 3 sections, with 1 being the biggest, about half the plate. And you'll also want to give yourself a small area called a sizzle spot, and this is where you're going to cool down your loop before spreading the bacteria into each section. So once you've labeled the plate, you're going to start by sterilizing your loop in the incinerator, and you'll want to wait until the loop turns red, and that's how you'll know that it's been sterilized. So then you're going to take your sample and you'll cool the loop down on the agar before taking a colony. And you really don't need that much, so just barely touch a colony. And now you'll take your other plate and start on section 1. So here you'll just start moving the loop back and forth over the plate and moving forward slightly with each streak. Make sure to keep the streaks nice and tight together, as this will dilute the bacteria. Now you'll sterilize the loop again, and you're going to touch it to that sizzle spot that you marked. Now you're going to move to section 2, and you'll start by moving the loop into section 1 a couple times before continuing with the same procedure, and make sure not to spread back into section 1. Now you'll sterilize the loop again, touch it to the sizzle spot, and you're going to do the same thing that you did between section 1 and section 2. So in section 3, you'll make a couple streaks into section 2, and then continue to spread the bacteria into section 3. You're going to sterilize the loop one more time and return it to the rack. And that'll be your isolation streak. So once you finish that, make sure that you label it with your name, the date, and what experiment you did. And then you're going to leave the plate to incubate and make sure to invert it before you leave it.